Tape www.suividecolosénégal.com. À École au Sénégal, c'est facile, tu n'as qu'à te connecter. Tape École au Sénégal, les leçons sont beaucoup plus détaillées.
Invertebrates. We've looked at vertebrates, and now we're going to look at invertebrates. Okay, it's pronounced invertebrates. And invertebrates are animals that have a backbone, that have some kind of bones, some kind of support system. What about invertebrates then? What would you guess it would be? Exactly, they're animals which have no backbones. They have no bones. They have kind of, they're just shapeless, or, those are invertebrates. So for example, if you see a roach, if you saw an insect or an ant or so, a mosquito or fly, those are all invertebrates. Okay, those are all invertebrates because they don't have bones to their bodies. They don't have bones, and so they're invertebrates. And so these are invertebrates. And remember that they're animals with no backbone. Okay, I've split them into three groups. They probably are different groups. There probably are so many examples out there, but this will just make it easier for you to understand, about vertebrates. So the first one are called mollusks. Mollusks. Okay, it's pronounced mollusks. Okay, and mollusks. This is some examples that fall under mollusks. You have worms qui sont comme les vers. Pas les vers qu'on boit, mais les vers soit qu'on a des vers au ventre, par exemple, ou les vers qui sont par terre dans les champs, les petits trucs là qui marchent, les vers de terre, comme on dit là. They're called worms. Worms. Et si par exemple, vous avez aussi des vers au ventre, et vous voulez peut-être vous purger, to purge yourself, to cleanse yourself, that is called worms. So if you say, I have worms in my belly, ça signifie que j'ai les vers dans le ventre et je dois me cleanser, peut-être prendre pour me nettoyer. Ou les vers de terre. Les vers de terre are called earthworms. Earthworms. Les vers de terre. So those are mollusks, les vers. Okay? And then you have jellyfish. And I know that you will probably ask, but worms and snakes, are they probably wired, but snakes have some kind of bone to it, okay? So just just because you see the snake moving like that, they have bones, they have bones and they have scales. That's why it's different from this ones, from the mollusks, because mollusks don't have scales. And then you have a jellyfish, you have jellyfish, you have octopus, you have octopus, you have coral, coral, you have what we call squid, this is squid, and you have clam. So these are all part of, the mollusks, worms, jellyfish, octopus, coral, squid, even starfish, okay, even starfish, poisson d'or. Non, pas poisson d'or, poisson d'étoile, starfish. These are part of the mollusks that you need to know. Okay, and then when it comes to crustaceans, it's pronounced crustaceans. Crustacean. When we talk about crustacean, think about something crunchy. It brings it to mind, crustaceans. So when you talk about crustaceans, you have snails. Snails, c'est les escargots. D'accord? Les escargots en français. It's snails. Crab is crab. Simple. Lobster. Okay. You have even shrimp. Shrimp, c'est les crevettes. Shrimp. Shrimp, c'est les crevettes. So you have shrimp, snails, crab, lobster. Those are all crustaceans. Okay, things that you can easily crush or take out the scales. They're crustaceans. Okay, so please take note. And then the last one brings us to insects. Insects, whatever insects you have, so these are some insects, butterfly or butterflies, c'est des papillons, but butterflies, bee, les abeilles, wasp, Wasp is some kind of bee, c'est un genre d'abeille qui est un peu plus grand. So you have wasps. Of course, you have termites, les termites. You have spider. You have spider, qui est araignée, spider, of course. And then you have roaches. Roaches sont les cafards. Il y en a beaucoup là. So les cafards, en général, it's called a roach. Et au pluriel, it's pronounced roaches. Okay? A butterfly, butterflies. Roach, it's roach. Pas roche, roach. Roaches, c'est les cafards ou un cafard. Okay? And then you have mosquito. So it is mosquito. It's not mosquito. It's mosquito. So you have mosquitoes, qui sont les moustiques. And you have fly, comme s'envoler, or flies. Flies, c'est les mouches. So we have fly or flies, and then ants, la fourmi, or in plural, ants. The fourmi. So these are some examples of invertebrates. And there are so many out there that you can learn, but my purpose is for you to know, at least have an idea of the categories, and that in each category you should have an idea of at least 5 examples, so you know what to say and how to pronounce it, and especially how to write it. Okay? And so when you talk about invertebrates, with animals without no backbone, you have the mollusks, like I said, you have the crustaceans, and then you have, of course, insects. And it's insects, insects. And so for the mollusks, I've told you about earthworms, vers de terre, or worms, les vers. I've talked about jellyfish, we've talked about octopus, we've talked about coral, we've talked about squid, clam, and starfish. You know, please go, I need you to go look at these terms in French. Go look at them so you know what it is in French, so you can learn it in French and in English. It's important, okay? And then, of course, so crustaceans, we have snails, escargot, crab, lobster, and then shrimp, qui est crevette, okay? Langouse, voilà, lobster is langouse, okay? And then for insects, you have butterfly or butterflies, qui est papillon, bee, qui est l'abeille, wasp, qui est, it's a kind of bee, okay? Termite, it's termite, pas termite, but termite, qui est termite. And you have spider, like Spider-Man, which is araignée. You have roach or roaches, qui est cafard ou les cafards. You have mosquito, moustique. Fly, or a lot of flies, qui signifie mouche. And finally, but not the least, you have ants, qui sont les fourmis. And so now you have an idea of the 2 groups, vertebrate and invertebrates. You have the 5 groups of vertebrates and the 3 groups of invertebrates. There may be other groups, but at least now you get to know the examples, like I said, and the pronunciation on animals and how they're grouped and why are they grouped that way. You know, we explained it for the vertebrate classification. Thank you, and I hope that helps. See you next time.
www.suividecolosenegal.com